Welcome back to PTI. I'm your host, Michael Matloff, joined by Declan and Ben. The first topic we're going to be covering today is who we think is going to win the NBA Finals next year, but specifically, I want to focus on the Nuggets. The Nuggets had a very strong showing in the NBA Finals last year. Do you guys think they have a chance to repeat?
I think they definitely have a great chance to repeat. I mean, you still got the Joker, you still got Murray, you still got Aaron Gordon. I mean, I know they lost Bruce Brown to the Pacers in free agency, who was a very, very big part of that championship run. But with that dynamic duo and others, they're still going to be a force to be reckoned with for the foreseeable future.
And before I move on to Ben, yes or no, do you think they're going to repeat?
Yes.
And you, Ben?
I think they have a good shot at repeating, but I don't think they're gonna do it. I think it's gonna be the Bucks, and Giannis is gonna get an MVP.
Do you have anything to say about that, Declan?
The Bucks could definitely make it. I know they hired Charles Lee, or former Rap. No, they didn't hire Charles Lee. They hired a former Raptors assistant, Adrian Griffin, as their head coach to replace Mike Budenholzer. I mean, as long as Giannis is there, they'll be good for however long. But I'll definitely see Milwaukee winning another championship.
Mm-hmm. And moving on to another topic, of course, the Lakers made a lot of offseason moves this year, and they were swept by the Nuggets last year. Who do you think is the key to their success? Is it LeBron or is it now Anthony Davis?
Well, at this point in time now, as great as LeBron is, it's the Anthony Davis hour. You saw how many blocks he racked up during the playoffs. You saw how crucial he was to that deep run, and I think that he's getting more used to the fact that this is going to be his team whenever LeBron decides to retire.
And how about you, Ben?
I think it's gonna be LeBron. I think LeBron is better than AD, and he's gonna do better this season.
Do you have anything to say about that, Declan?
I mean, it's not a bad take. I would agree with you, and I wouldn't say this is a transition period for the Lakers. I mean, obviously, with of course, with LeBron and AD and all that amazing depth, they'll still be really good. But I think Anthony Davis is really starting to get used to this is his team now.
And now I want to move on to the Eastern Conference to talk about two teams in the Eastern Conference. The Knicks and the Cavaliers, they faced off in the Eastern Conference playoffs this past year. And the Knicks got the best of the Cavaliers. But of those two teams, both are quite young and on the rise, who do you think has a better future? And who do you think do you think any of them are going to win NBA titles? And which one do you think will win first if they do?
I think the Cavaliers are better than the Knicks because they got Darius Garland and Evan Mobley and Donovan Mitchell and all those great guys.
Well, I think it's the Knicks, and that team is basically it runs through Jalen Brunson, and you saw how he torched Cleveland last year in the playoffs, and with a veteran coach like Tom Thibodeau, I think the Knicks will be good for a while.
And if you had to call it now, Ben, who's coming out of the East this year in the NBA?
I think the Bucks are gonna come out because Giannis is gonna just do his thing and win MVP.
And there hasn't been a lot about talk about the Celtics today. Do you guys think they have a good shot at making the finals, or do you think the addition of Porzingis won't change it?
I mean, Porzingis will help. Porzingis will help them get some extra support down the middle, and I mean it's still the Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum show. I think Boston, still has a good shot. Their window is open for at least a few more years.
How about you, Ben?
I think that the Celtics have a good shot too, and that they might win with Jaylen Brown and Marcus Smart and Jason Tatum.
And that was today's edition of Pardon the Interruption. It will now be time for SportsCenter after the break.